Hi everyone, I'm Courtney. Today, this video will help you learn English. I'm talking about parties in the US. I have never been a person that parties a lot, so maybe it's better to ask another person. But today, I'm sharing my experience about parties in the US. There are different types of parties. Some parties are smaller and some parties are bigger. Some parties are out at bars, some parties are in houses. In college, we had a lot of house parties. House parties are just parties that take place in a house. And house parties sometimes were crazy, sometimes there were a lot of people. I remember one time I went to a house party on Halloween, and the house was full of people. And the host of the party pointed in one direction and said, "Drugs that way, alcohol that way." Well, I think they said drugs this way, beer this way. And that was a little bit crazy for me because I didn't drink and I didn't do drugs. So I kind of just hung out in the beer section, but everyone was dancing. There were people making out with each other. Making out is when you're kissing someone, but kissing someone for a long time. There were people grinding on each other. Grinding is a type of dancing where you press your body into the other person. And there were just a lot of people doing a lot of things that I felt really uncomfortable with. So I didn't really enjoy that party very much. I've also been to parties that were a lot more calm, and it was just maybe 5 or 6 people in a living room, and people were playing games and eating food and having conversations, and drinking or smoking was a part of the party, but it wasn't the whole party. It wasn't like the reason that the people were at the party. I personally prefer parties where it's a little bit more of a chill environment. I also like parties where there's games. Sometimes it's hard to play board games at a party because people are too drunk or too inattentive to follow the rules and keep the game going. So I think it's best at a party to keep games really simple and play games that have really easy rules and that don't have any time requirements. In college, we played a lot of card based games. So we played a game called King's Cup that was a drinking game. We played beer pong, which is a game where you throw a ping pong ball into a cup, and if you make it, then the other team has to drink. We played a lot of different types of games. I think we played Truth or Dare, which is a game where you dare someone to do something, or you ask someone to tell you to answer a question. And usually those types of games, they could get out of hand because people would ask ridiculous questions or dare people to do crazy things. Um, but yeah, I really never had a huge party phase. Sometimes people throw parties for a special event, like a birthday or a graduation. And then sometimes people throw parties just because they want to hang out with their friends. So, like I said, there's different types of parties. Sometimes at parties, it's common for everyone to bring a dish or a snack, or people will all join together and they'll order food. So at some parties, everyone will pool their money and order a pizza or order some type of food, and then the food will be delivered to the party. It's also really common to have music happening in the background at parties. It's kind of weird to have a party without music. And it's also really common to have some sort of TV show happening at a party. So maybe if there's different rooms, there's like the main part of the party where people are talking and laughing and hanging out and eating. And then there's another room where maybe some people are just hanging out watching a movie or a game or that type of a thing. For example, we had a World Cup party and we watched one of the World Cup games. But in one room, there were the people watching the World Cup, and in the other room, there were the people eating snacks and playing games and talking. It really just depends on what type of a party it is and the people that are at the party. Usually here, parties start around 7 or 8, I would say. Most parties start around, I'd say 8. And if a party is more chill, people are probably going to leave around 11 or 12. They'll probably get there around 8, 8:30ish, and leave around 11:30 or 12. And if a party is a little bit more lively, the parties can last until around 2 or 3 a.m. Most of the bars here close at 2 a.m. And so people typically kind of wrap up the night around 2 a.m. But sometimes people will go find somewhere to get food, and yeah, it really depends on what type of a party it is, but I'd say that parties typically start around 8 or 9 and can go anywhere from midnight to 2, 3, 4 in the morning. 4 in the morning is a pretty long party in the United States. If someone told me, man, yeah, there was a crazy party last night, it went till like 4 a.m., I would be pretty surprised. That's not super common here. But yeah, that's a little bit about party culture in the US. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for listening. Bye! Wondering if you're making progress in English? Use my progress tracker at the link below to test your level. There's an A1, A2, B1, and B2 audio for you to listen to every week. The first 4 weeks are free. Give it a try at the link down below.